Hello everyone, how are we doing? Angela here. Time for a little working on our Christmas journal video, so I hope you're well. Yeah, I have got my cover here, which we did in the last video. If you've missed that, then go and catch up on that one. It's the very last video I did. And today I want to show you what I'm going to do with the inside, so it's not what you expect. All right, so I'm going to just open it up here. I have done this little step here already. Now guys, this is exactly the same way as I did the paws and claws one, because we've got a little insert that we made for this one and we did for that one as well. I just want to take my distress ink because I split the paper there, but this is a rustic journal and you see I'm just covering it up and it's making it look even more rustic. So, you know, things happen. So if you're wanting to know how I've done this bit, look in the playlist for the Rustic Christmas Journal project and you will find that paws and claws step by step. Now I've just done that because I want to get a lot done in this video and I don't want to make it too long. Alright, so I've stuck that middle bit in, which is what you need to do. And now what we would do is put on the side pieces. All right, so I've got to do something with these side pieces. That's why I haven't stuck them down quite yet. So I'm going to use this paper here. This I've printed on slightly thicker paper. So I think it's 250 GSM and I think that's about 100 pound weight. All right, so you don't have to do that. It's just lining paper, but I'm going to stick it on here, especially with what I'm going to do with it. So don't feel that you need to go and get special paper. All right, so I've cut that to fit those bits there. All right. Now we are going to do a couple of things. The first thing is I want to stick a little pocket onto this one over here before I stick it onto my paper. So that's why I've got this here. I'm not going to do decoration on it because you'll see why when I get to that. And then on this side here, I have put together from my mini journal kit. We made these, which are the pouches in the Rustic Christmas mini journal kit. And I'm going to stick this on here. All right, so once that's aligned, I will be putting that on there. Okay, it does go slightly over for me, but that's just how. Here's the actual fold line. All right, so I'll get that in place. I'm putting this in because I want to keep all the Christmas cards that I get in there. So this is perfect for that. I have flattened the lid down there. Okay, so it's not rounded. So that's going to go in over there. And we're going to make something together now to put in over there. All right, so let me get those bits stuck in. I just wanted to show you this one here with the elastic. I've put the elastic through the middle once and here twice because that's as much elastic as you have, guys. All right, and that doesn't matter because this middle insert, this bit here, which we made before, which is all our lists, our Christmas card lists, our wish lists, our shopping lists, and all the tags and everything. That is the bit that's going to go in over here. All right. So that's what that is about. So you've, I'm going to just really quickly stick these down and these in here, and then I will be right back with you. Okay, so I've stuck that down, put the pocket on, stuck this one down, and now I've got glue all over there. And we are going to start by putting it towards the top here. I'm going to just move this to the side just so that I've got a better view. Try and keep it as close to the top as I can. The most important bit is that you don't get it into that fold line there. All right, I've got a little bit too low. So I just want to move that up a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Now, I've got the cover underneath here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my Yankee candle on it, on the side there, or you can just use your clips as well, so, you know, this sort of thing, just to keep it, oops, squeaky chair, down while I'm doing the next bit. All right, so that's where we are at the moment. Okay, hopefully, I thought for a moment I hadn't checked whether I had it the right way. So there we go. Let's move that to the side and we are going to carry on with the next bit. All right, so the very next bit is I've taken a piece of craft paper, all right, like this. And really I have folded it and trimmed off a little bit. So here's a little bit I've trimmed off at the top here. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Really, here's a different color one, but it's just a piece of craft paper, nothing fancy. You can take any piece of paper or even brown paper if that's what you want. But I've just taken a sheet of paper, even a digital, you know, the hearts on would work. And the first bit that I have folded is at the 4.5 inch mark. Now 4.5 inches in centimeters is 11.5 centimeters. So that's what I've done there. I've just folded that over. Either side, it doesn't matter. All right, so you've got 2 lines there. Now this is an A4, so you will be left with about 2.5 inches. All right, there or thereabouts. If you're using a US letter size, yours will be slightly smaller, but you're quite welcome to, yours will be a little bit shorter, but that doesn't matter. All right, so don't worry about that. So you've got 4.5, you've got, match it up with the other side there, and then you've got a bit that's left over, and you just fold that in. All right, so that's what we do. 4.5, match it up, that's another 4.5, and whatever left over is going to be a pocket at the back. Okay, now I've made this slightly shorter, so I'll tell you, I trimmed it off at 6 3/4 inches. All right, so that bit came off the top. Now, again, this is 6 3/4 inches in centimeters. You're looking at about 17 centimeters. All right, it's just an estimation because I wanted to fit into the pocket that we're making. All right, so that's what we've got at the moment. And then I've taken a piece, which I'll show you in a moment. Right, so let's just get some of these bits together here. I'm going to just use this glue because it's nearly finished. So I want to use it up. You can use glue stick, anything like that. And I want to just stick these 2 pieces together. So just match those up. Okay, that's going to give it a little bit of strength. Just going to take my, you can do this with a digital piece of paper. As I said, the heart one would look great, but I just had this, so I thought, okay, let's just use this. There we go. Now I'm going to put a piece of paper on here. So I've gone with this one and I've measured it, and I haven't measured it all the way to the top because the piece of paper I had wasn't that long, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover a section at the top here. All right, so just get it stuck on at the bottom. And then just meet it down at the bottom. All right. Okay, and then while I've got the glue here, on the other side, we'll just open that flap up for the moment. I've got this piece of paper, which the writing is this way. Also, this is going to go over it, so it's just slightly wider. I wondered why I wasn't seeing clearly. My glasses are somewhere, nowhere around me, so I'm just winging it here. All right, so we'll get this one onto the side here, opposite the flap for the pocket. All right, and then we can stick the pocket down now. So I'm going to just put some glue there and there, like that. Okay, so we've got a pocket in there, we've covered that there, and now I want to take this piece and fit it over the top there. Right, so we'll get that one on there. Teddy can hear the garbage people. It's bin day today. So I do apologize. Right, I've taken a little strip. This was from the inside covers. I've just cut that off. I want to just fit that on there, just a little bit of decoration. So we'll get that there. Teddy has come into his own and found his barking voice, and I'm apologizing to all the walkers because he wants to bark at everything and everyone. So it doesn't matter if it's a dog or a person. He's realized he can talk, and he likes to let them know. And I get a lot of funny looks from people now, and I have to explain he's just a baby. He's learning, but he has improved already. Trying to reinforce the positive with him, bless his little heart. Right, so that's this little bit of lace that I'm just going to put across here quickly. We had a lovely walk in the forest again today, which is just 5 minutes from our house, and got myself some Wellingtons. First Wellingtons I've ever owned in my life, but it's very muddy there this time of year, so it was great to have Wellingtons, and I don't have to worry about that. And it's so pretty. I'll try and put a little picture at the end again of our little walk this morning. Early, it was 9 o'clock, and the sun was coming up, so it was just amazing. And then a little robin came really close to me, and I think I've got a picture of that as well. I love robins. Very spiritual creatures. We've got season's greetings, so we're going to get that over there. Okay, so there's the back bit done. Now we're going to carry on with this front bit. What we want to do is a couple of things. First of all, I've taken a couple of sheets of paper and cut some notes here. I am going to take half of this because you don't want it to be too thick. That's quite thick, and I want to make it a notepad. All right. And so that means I will need to sew that. You can just glue the pages one by one as well. All right, so that's the first thing. Let me just put those to the side. Once we've got that down, we're going to put some bits and pieces together. So this is where I took a strip of what I cut off the top of the paper. This is just 1.5 inches wide, so 4 centimeters that way. Okay, and that's going to go over there like that. That's what was left. And I've just got a little scrap of paper from when I was cutting out. So it's from the scraps. I'm going to put this on here first, like this. Right, and then this is the last page of the journal, so I was quite confident to use 31, which is the days of December. So any lists and things you want to make after Christmas, or any notes or anything about that, or maybe info for your Christmas Eve party, or Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, you know, there's any of that. So here I've got a bit of lace, and I'm going to put that on there. So let's get that on there. And then this little bit of ribbon says Merry Christmas, so I'm going to get that on there as well. So we're going to just put some fabric glue here. There we go. It's a bit longer, so I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to use this as like a little festive label. So we'll just get some of that on. I love this ribbon, and I especially love the colour. It's like a deep red. Okay, so we're going to get that just touching the top of that lace. So it says Merry Christmas, and now let's just trim this off quickly. So it's easiest to do it from the underside. There we go, I think that's better. And then this one I'm going to stick. Do we want it that side? I might just put it that side. Okay. So again, let's get out this, just because this glue, I want to get finished with this glue. I covered the whole journal and did everything with the outside and the inside with this bottle of glue, and I've pretty much depleted it. Oh, I've got a cramp in my finger. It wasn't working very well. Right, so we've got that there. This is going to go on the top there. Isn't that pretty? All right, so what I want to do here is I want to take those papers, and as I say, you can either stick them on top of each other, or I'm going to take probably about 8. So it's about that many. I did quite a few, so if I wanted to make another one, I've just stenciled on there with my stencil. I'm going to just clip these together and stick them, do them quickly, and I'll be straight back here. All right, so just stitched across there. We can now place this where we want it to go. So I think for me, I'm going to take this is sort of the even gap on all sides, just to keep it in place, and then I'm going to just put some glue on here. All right, is that about even? Yeah, I think that's about even. So we can just press that over there like that, and then you want to just take your little topper for the notepad. Love notepads, lists, and all that. It's very Christmassy. I like to be organized. I've done all my Christmas shopping. I feel very happy about that. So it's just got to finish off the Christmas journal, then I'm good to go. Right, so let's just get that over there and over there like that. We can move these clips up. And there we go. And it looks like we're good to go. All right, so we've got that there, and we've got this on this side. So you're probably thinking, what's she going to do with that? Right, so what I am going to do is, and I should really leave that on for a little bit longer, but I can come back and put them on. I just want to trim off that bit now. Another thing that I am going to do, not now because, well, I don't know why, because my hands are full of glue, is just put some glue on the ends there so that the lace doesn't unravel. All right, and here you've got a lovely notepad now. All right, so you want to turn that over, because what I thought I wanted to put in here are these. These are little gift tags for your gifts that I've just made. And I've made it out of that piece of paper that has all these little quilt squares on them. So here you've got, I've just covered them with, this is from the mini journal. You can put any backing on there. And I've used all those bits that you get in your ultimate bundle. And guys, if you're looking for an ultimate bundle, hang in there, because I've got Black Friday offers starting today. So by the time you watch this video, you will see all of the offers on that. I've got, I'm diverting here, but digressing is the word, sorry. But I've got ribbon bundles, new ribbon bundles, ribbon and fabric bundles. I've got all sorts of amazing offers for Black Friday, which starts today, Wednesday, all the way through until the end of November. All right, so go and have a look out for those. And there are even a couple of rustic ultimate bundles as well. And everything that's left over, really. Okay, so this was a sheet of paper that's in my background pages. I've just covered it on the back there and put on the different trims that you get in that particular kit. And then I have gone with 3 of these. So 3 of them I've put on the side. So I wanted to just get those in there like that. So you've got a place to house a couple of these. And if you need to make more, then you can make more. And put them in your pouch on the other side if you want. And then I've got these that go the other way. All right. So we will put them in like this. Okay, So that's there. This one's got to go like this, actually. There he goes. We've got 3 that way and 3 the other. Okay. So those are your little parcel gift tags. Really easy to make. And then on that side is a nice notepad. So if I go and grab our cover, the way this is going to work is you're going to take the back there, and hopefully, with any luck, let's just take the back, and we want to slide that in there, and then just put your little card straight there. And there's a little tag sticking out. All right, so that's going to go and stay in there. And then this side, you've got all the Christmas cards and things that you want to either make to send or that you've received. So the ones you want to make and send can go in there, ready for Christmas. And the ones you receive can be stored in here from all your friends and family. So that's what we've done for today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. As I said, this is going to go in the middle, in here, like that. Right, so that's going to go in the middle. That's your planning section there. Right, and then you're going to put your one signature on that side and the other one on that side. And then it's going to look fantastic when it's all together, isn't it? Yeah? I love it. Okay, guys, go and give that a go. Remember, if you need to know how to put the middle bit together, go and have a look at the Paws and Claws video. I have put it into the Rustic Christmas Journal. And be sure to look out for the Black Friday sale that I do. Fantastic prices on all my remaining bundles. And I've added new ones. I've added fabric cover pieces that I had over that I found. And all the bits and pieces I've made up for new bundles for ribbon and lace combined, etc. So go and have a look in the sale or new this month tab and you'll see everything there. It is first come, first serve. So when it's gone, it is gone, guys. And it's only on for, well, probably less than a week. So go and have a look. All right, take good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.